Hi, this is Oxlee, and I'm here with Milky.
Congratulations on the new single, first of all. It's great.
Thank you guys so much for sharing it as well.
So could you tell us a bit about your musical background and how your musical journey began?
Yeah, so I've been doing music for quite a while, and then I just started this Oxlee project recently. But yeah, because I've been doing music under a different name and did all these things, and now I was I just wanted to start not a kid anymore. I started when I was 14. I was I reckon now, I'm getting a lot older. I was it's time to just start the journey again. So yeah, and then pretty much did all the pub scene for years. So I've been playing in all over Australia as far as gigs and just covers and just pushing it. And I was all right, I need to reevaluate because it wasn't I wasn't enjoying it. It was isn't becoming a job more than not the reason why I was enjoying it. So then I was all right, let's try and do something that I really enjoy and just make this really weird kind of fun music,
Yeah, cool. So your new single Traction kind of continues the story that began on your debut single, I Don't Get You. Can you tell us a bit about the song and the story that's playing out over the track?
So it's pretty much just the whole self-love journey, which is what I'm on right now. And and I Don't Get You was a big, it was just my first song of actually telling people what's going on and stuff. Because every song I write, it's all true to myself. And yeah, it was my first song that was telling people I just went through this relationship thing. And then Traction is the opposite side to that. It's actually a really good thing. It's I'm having so much fun. It's I'm doing all these crazy things. I'm buying fake designer clothes, which is true. I was scared to put that in the song because I was a designer's not going to want to work with me after they hear this. But yeah, it's just all about just having that fun and just enjoying life. But also it brings in a couple of lyrics that are you're still getting over the heartbreak.
And so the track continues your exploration of kind of polished R&B sounds, but you're also bringing kind of elements of funk and also K-pop infused within this track. How did you kind of arrive at this genre-bending sound that's on the track?
That's such a question that I've been wondering myself. I'm why am I so into K-pop right now? Because I was reaching out. I've been listening to heaps of it, New Music Friday, but in Korea. And I don't listen to the Australian one. I don't mind. I do listen to it occasionally, but the Korean one I'm listening to a lot more. But yeah, I've been reaching out to a couple of Korean artists as well, just trying to do a track because I'm that's my kind of style, But I don't know. I enjoy the fun side of it. For me, it's I want it to be fun, And it makes me feel really good when I make really fun, weird sounds, and people were oh, this is just fun and playful. Yeah, that's really
so fun.
Yeah, you listen to it and it's just pretty fun, You don't. I feel for me as well. I'm gonna release the occasional sad songs and stuff, but I prefer to have. I'm just imagining on a stage how fun it's gonna be, That's the dream.
Yeah. Moving forward, are there any other genres and sounds you want to experiment with? Will there be more K-pop influence, in a more obvious way?
Yeah, so I was thinking, that's why I was trying to reach out to I got a couple of collabs with the K-pop artists coming up, but yeah, just a couple of the it's weird for me because I don't really understand how what their scene is. I'm okay, this guy's cool. But also, yeah, probably down the track more, I'll probably release some more really emotional ones. But I'm thinking I want to get a whole good vibe first, and then people are feeling that, and then be all right, because I got heaps of songs that I've written. I got 50 that I that are in my file, but probably half of them won't even come out. They're just fun. They're actually not fun. They're sad ones, but they're just written,
Could you also tell us a bit about your creative process when writing and recording?
Yeah, that's funny because for me it's Like Traction was hard because that was all in quarantine. So I actually never met the producer that did it. I never met the songwriters that were on it with me. It was like this, like Zoom, but like a whole song. And still, they're all from New Zealand, so I'll probably not meet them for a while. But like I usually like start like just playing the music and just start vibing and coming up with like lyrics or like melodies. And then if I have no luck, I actually go to the gym and then start singing melodies in the gym while I'm working out, and people just around me hate me. They're just like, this freaking guy, we're trying to work out and he's singing random stuff. But the gym is where you get so much, because you've got endorphins going. You're like, oh, that's a sick lyric. And then you go and quickly record it on your phone as a memo and then come back. You know, that's if I've got no motivation. But also feeding off people. So like we do these Zoom calls where there's like I don't know, like 10 of us on a Zoom call, and we all just write, and like you feel like you're in a room with people. So that's fun as well.
So you touched a bit on it in that response there, but what's been the most challenging part about creating music during the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, probably just like being very isolated as far as not having many, because I like hanging out with people a lot, and yeah, you can't really hang out with the people that you would, and also you can't actually have the experiences that you would to write about. You know, you've got to go back into past experiences. It's harder to write about things that you're doing right now, because I'm not going out, I'm not doing all these things. I'm like pretty much just living a normal life. So there's like nothing new to write about. It's like dwelling in the past. That's why the sad songs are coming up.
Amazing. And so do you have your own kind of studio setup, or do you hire one out? Like, have you been able to do that during like the pandemic, or are studios kind of closed down? Yeah,
that's what I did. I kind of just set my own thing up during I'm not really much of a producer, but I know how to do all my own vocals and stuff. That's like the thing I usually do, all my own tracking. But as far as beat making and stuff, I'm terrible. I can play instruments, but it's just, yeah, I don't get enjoyment out of it, you know?
Yeah. So all your singles so far have been like consistently great. What can fans expect from like a full-length album or EP or Spotify, whatever you have coming up?
I'm thinking about like I've got enough right now to be an album or even an EP, but I'm just trying to get that one that sticks and people remember me by, and then I'll, you know, because once people know like there's a song and they're like, well, this is Oxlee, this is the sound, then they're like, oh, now we can expect this. But I feel like nothing stuck just yet as far as like getting like people have listened and stuff. I've got some really funny ones, like I think maybe my next one is going to be really funny. Like, yeah. But that's what they can expect. Like really funny, but it's not too funny, but it's like, yeah.
So do you think like, because we were talking about this with a few artists recently, that like kind of albums are kind of like dying out kind of due to streaming, so it's just kind of like single, and then by the time you release all the singles there's pretty much an album, but no need to really collectively put them as an album?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Hey, or an EP. I feel like EPs are good. I feel like album, and especially me, I've only got like a few people listening now. I don't want to give them a whole album and then they're like, I don't even have the time. I don't even like, I'm grateful for them going to listen to the one song. You know, I was like, go listen to this song, and they do, that's great. I don't know what they're going to do if I say, hey, go listen to these 12 songs. That's what I feel like, yeah, and it's harder because like, especially getting support from like playlists and stuff like that. Like an album, that you're going to have songs that you really, like the problem that I've had is emotional attachment with songs. So like the song I dropped for this, you know, obviously I have more emotional attachment with, and you want that to do a different, like you really think you want that to do well, but you just got to like be like, oh, okay, that's okay. Like just wasn't the one.
The current pandemic has obviously put a halt to touring and performing live. Do you kind of have any post-pandemic touring plans, and what would an Oxlee live show look like?
Yeah, so I was talking to a couple of people at venues in Brisbane, like the Black Bear Lodge and stuff like that, about having my own show. I was even thinking about doing it in the pandemic because I can sell out a 25 people show, you know? But once there's 100 people in there, I don't know, because I haven't done my own show before, but I know 25 people is great. But then I was also thinking, do I want my first show to be like really like lame, you know? Like just like, you know, everyone's sitting with 1.5 meters apart, not being able to move or anything. I was like, I don't know. So that's the thing I'm in right now. But yeah, I'd love to do like more opportunities to play live, because I've only played live a couple of times because I did heaps of gigs, but I've only done my own Oxlee set, like the big sound thing and a couple of like little things like that. See, I was gonna say, I keep saying Toby Lou to everyone, and they're like, "Who is that guy?" Some people know Toby Lou and Kyle. I really like. You might know Kyle. He does like the funny kind of style as well. Then Michael Jackson as a kid, huge fan. Gosh, I gotta go with the OG, Justin Bieber. Hey, I feel like so many people are so scared to say that he's their like idol, but he so is. I gotta put him up there. Gosh, I really like cause that's hard because I don't listen to albums, but I do like a lot of Chris Brown's, like one of his newest ones, Heartbreak on Moon, I think it's called. That one was pretty fire. Like I love a lot of Chris Brown as well. And then I liked Rules EP. I found that really cool because he's such a like from Sydney as well. Gosh, what? I really listened to. I don't know what. Oh, actually, no. There's one song, "Go Crazy" by Chris Brown. That's on my list right now. I've been listening to that on repeat. I was gonna say a TV series, a film.
Netflix TV series.
I was gonna say Lucifer. You know Lucifer? I've been watching that a lot. I even though my music doesn't fit it, I fucking love it.
It's sick because they do like a fair few musical performances as well.
Yeah, they do some funny things that like, surely there's like a K-pop scene and here I am in the corner. Miley Cyrus probably. I like how she's just done her thing. But like a lot of people knocked it, but I think she's awesome. Like,
yeah, and
I loved when she was going crazy. I was like, that's exactly what I want to do.
I like with her new song, like a lot of people, I think like kind of giving her the respect she deserves as an artist, because I think like when like when her big kind of, I guess, crazy era happened, like everyone was so focused on what she was doing as opposed to her music, which was also like really fucking good back then. And
yeah.
Like the new song, everyone's like, "Oh, we love Miley," and I'm like, "You're all late to the party."
Because I never like, I love it when I think, because like people always get challenged. It's like Youngblood. I love what he does as well, you know? Yeah, like so just like whatever they do. Oh gosh, I haven't gone to too many concerts. I went to like Ed Sheeran and stuff, but to be honest, I had a guy, like a friend guy, like a guy I know, play, and he was amazing. Adrian Eagle, probably the best, like as far as vibe he's an Australian artist in the scene, just so much like love and positive, like you can feel the energy there. Opposed to like when I saw Ed Sheeran and stuff, it's just like very like yeah, you know what I mean? You know the difference? Like, yeah. One Direction for sure. I've been trying to look for the new One Direction so I can join. If I had someone ask me if I wanted to, I would do it. That's the thing. I'm pretty honest about my K-pop addiction, but I don't know actually. I listen to a lot of random stuff. Surely I've been listening to a little bit of Beyonce, to be honest. Probably like Justin Bieber or Kyle or even Rule. I think he's sick. And his shows go off as well. I don't know, I feel like what happens to me in the past is I get very deteriorated, like knocked back. And like I've had like major knockbacks that I haven't publicly done on this Oxlee thing. But like I've had huge ones since like 16 all the way to now 20. And it's just been like a constant like fallback, and then I've just got to keep chasing. And I feel like at times I get very like, I let the knockback get to me. But what I would say is, I would just say like, because I know I'm going to get a lot more. So like obviously like please don't like let that get to you. Just keep the journey. You know what I mean? Keep it happening. Otherwise that would really, because that can really like, you know, you believe in one song, or even like an opportunity or like a show or something doesn't happen, or you just, anything can happen, and it's just very like, don't let it stop you. That's what I would say. Probably just since I was a kid, which sounds crazy, but then yeah, everyone was like saying as a kid, like when you're a kid, I want to be a pop star, you know, like every kid wants to be a pop star. And I was just like, I actually want to be a pop star. So I was like, so here I am. I dropped out of school in year 9 to make it happen. And yeah, I'm still trying, but you know, I'm staying focused. I'm not losing it.